Hello, good morning. Last time or last meeting we have studied about negative number, and today's lesson I'm happy to see you again for the second part of negative number. I hope you enjoy this video. Now have a look to the next slide. Before that, please subscribe my channel RTGS. Okay, here we go for the next slide. Last week we studied already about negative numbers. We studied how to say mean 9, mean 8, not mean 9, mean 8, but negative 9, negative 8. And last week we have studied about how to put negative numbers in number line. Well, today's lesson is about addition involving negative numbers. The second one is subtraction involving negative numbers. Addition involving negative numbers. Number one. Add a negative numbers to a positive number. The example number one. Negative 2 plus 3 equals blah blah blah. We can use algebra this. For example, there one is negative 1. For number one, negative 2 plus 3. So for the negative 2, we move to the red one is negative 1 2 times, because this is negative 2, so we put negative 1 2 times. Negative 1, negative 1. So for 3 here, we put 1 3 times. 1, the second one, the third one. Then we cross out for the red one to the black one. Negative 1 here, cross out to 1. Negative 1, another negative 1 here, cross out to 1. So the rest is 1. So negative 2 plus 3 equals to 1. Okay, now we go to the next example. Next example, 2 plus in the bracket negative 9 equals to blah blah blah. So we use algebra this here. Well, since this one is positive, 2 here is positive, so 2 here equals to 1 and 1 2 times. Again, 2 positive here equals to 1 and 1 2 times, plus since this one is negative 9, so we put negative 1 until 9 times. We can count this one, negative 1 until 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 times. So we cross out 1 positive here into negative 1 and 1 positive here into negative 1. So the rest is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, negative 7. So 2 plus in the bracket negative 9 equals to negative 7. Number 3 example. We have 1 plus in the bracket negative 1 equals to, yes, exactly, we use algebra this. Since 1 here is a positive, so put 1 here, 1 positive, plus this one is negative 1, so this one negative 1, put here negative 1 time, yeah, because this is 1, so 1 time, and cross out 1 positive, cross out into negative 1 equals to 0. So 1 plus in the bracket negative 1 equals to 0. Next topic is add a negative number to a negative number. Example, negative 1 plus a negative 1 equals to, so this one is, since this one is negative, so put here negative 1 time, plus this one is negative 1, so put here negative 1. So negative 1 plus negative 1, it is negative 2, because all of them are negative. So again, negative 1 plus negative 1 equals to negative 2. Next example, number 2. Negative 8 plus negative 5 equals to blah blah blah. So for negative 8 here, please put negative 1 as much as 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times of negative 1. For about negative 5, put negative 1 as many as 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1 5 times. So negative 8 plus negative 5 equals to negative 13. Why? You can count all. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So negative 8 plus negative 5 equals negative 13. What about the subtraction involving negative number? The previous one is addition, and this one is subtraction. Subtraction involving negative numbers. Subtract a positive number. Example: positive 2 or 2 subtract 3 equals, as usual, use algebra this, and since this one is 2 positive, put 1 as many as 2 times, 1 and 2 times, and this one is negative 3, so put negative 1 as many as 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times, and then cross out one by one. One positive cross out into negative 1, and another one positive cross out into negative 1, so the rest is negative 1. So 2 subtract 3 equals to negative 1. Subtract a negative number. Before that, you must know if negative meet in the bracket is positive, the result should be negative. If negative meet in the bracket negative as well, it should be, the result should be positive. The example: negative 7 subtract in the bracket negative 9. So based on this formula, based on this one, if negative meet in the bracket negative should be positive, so this one should be positive because negative meet negative. So negative 7 plus 9. So use algebra this. Negative 7, use or put negative 1 as many as 7 times. Okay, we can prove how many times you put negative 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And why this one positive? Because negative meet in the bracket negative should be positive, so this one is positive. So put 1 in 9 times. You can count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Then you can cross out one by one for negative 1 into this one until the red one finish. So the rest is positive 2. So negative 7 subtract in the bracket negative 9 equals to 2 positive. The second example: negative 8 subtract 9 equals to, since this one is negative 8, so put negative 1 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And then negative 9 here, put negative 1 as many as 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Then you can count the whole of the rate of negative 1. How many do you see of negative 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So negative 8 subtract 9 equals to negative 17. So this is your practice. Actually, I have already answered this one. Yeah, okay. For number 1, is that correct? Have a look. For number 1, 18 plus in the bracket negative 9 equals to 9, because plus meet negative should be negative. So this one should be 18 subtract 9 equals to 9. What about number 2? Negative 5 plus 4. Negative 5 plus 4. If you're still confused how to find the result, please use algebra this. I mean, please elaborate negative 5. Please elaborate into a negative 1 5 times. After that, for positive 4, put 1 as many as 4 times. After that, cross out negative 1 into 1 and so on, so you can meet the result is negative 1. And what about number 3? Negative 4 plus negative 6. This one is the same. Since I already explained to you, if plus meet negative in the bracket should be negative. So negative 4 plus in the bracket negative 6, same with the question of negative 4 subtract 6. So you can use algebra this if you are confused how to find the result, and put negative 1 as many as 4 times, and put in the below negative 1 as many as 6 times, and then count them all, and you can find the answer is negative 10. What about number 4? 0 subtract in the bracket 9. As you know, if negative meet in the bracket negative should be positive. So 0 subtract negative 9, same with 0 plus 9 equals to 9. Well, now the last one, number 5. 38 subtract in the bracket negative 5. As you know, negative subtraction or negative meet a negative in the bracket should be positive. So 38 subtract negative 5, same with 38 plus 5 equals to 43. Okay, thank you. Correct me if I do a mistake or some mistakes, and please comment in the comment below. Well, I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you can like and subscribe this video. If you subscribe this video, there is a notification if I do another video. Okay, thank you for having me. Enjoy your life. Goodbye for now.